safe inside home and preparing yourselves well for your examination. Today I have a very interesting topic for you all. This topic is not only important for examination point of view, but it is also important for your practical knowledge. So without wasting any further time, let me tell you what is that topic is. That is AC, also written as alternating current. So before knowing about AC, let me ask you a general question. What do you mean by alternating quantities? Which quantities are known as alternating quantities? You can answer in the comment section. So a lot of you might not be knowing or might be knowing that the graph which I am about to draw is an alternating graph. Okay, so here I have a graph. Let me name this value as 0. This the top hill point as pi by 2, this as pi, this as 3 pi by 2, and this as 2 pi. This is my y-axis, this is my x-axis. So what function has this kind of a graph? The answer is very simple. It is a sine graph. This is pi by 2, which is 90 degree, where it has a maximum value at the positive side. This is 3 pi by 2, where it has the negative value. This is pi, 180, this is 2 pi, this is 360. 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. Okay, this is an alternating quantity. It repeats its value after regular interval of time. Mind you, repetition of value is important, not its direction for this case. Similarly, let me have another example for you all. This is not a function, or this is not a kind of a experience. It is just a simple diagram. Again, you can say that this is an alternating quantity. How you can say that? Because again, it has a maxima here, it has a maxima here. If I combine them, I get a complete shape. So this is an alternating quantity. Now let me move on to our topic, that is alternating current, popularly known as AC. We write it as AC, small a and small c, alternating current. So let me have a magnet here. I have a coil. This is coil placed between them. These are two slip rings, one connected over here and one connected over here. This is the value of our resistance. Let me name this as S1, this as S2. Again, naming A, B, C, D. This is the name of the rectangular coil. Now this is north pole and this is south pole. This is my N, this is my S. Now you can clearly see that flux flows from here to this, and due to this it will have a rotation. Now let me name this rotation as omega. Okay, so at the perpendicular plane to the coil, the flux phi will be maximum. Let me name this as phi m. Okay, this will be related to cos theta as this is in a state of rotation, or in a omega direction it is rotating. So we can write this as phi m cos theta. Now what is theta here? Theta is, this is, we are taking this in x-axis, so theta directly proportional to omega and by the time, so number of rotation it is taking per time. So I can write this theta is equals to omega t. So this gives me as phi m cos omega t. Now let me ask you a question. Here instead of one coil, if we have 2 or 3, 4, n coils, the coil placed between the magnets will have experienced more flux. As they will experience more flux, they will be in state of rotation. Again, I can write that n phi is equals to n phi m cos omega t. For your knowledge, I am writing phi is equals to b dot a, b cross a I mean. So, well, and now we are in a position to derive a formula for this. We know from Faraday's law, the EMF induced is directly proportional to the minus of d phi by dt. From previous, we have derived that E is equals to minus n d phi m cos omega t by dt. What gives us now is E is equals to minus n phi m, cos will be differentiated to minus sine omega t, which gives me the equation of the EMF induced as n phi m sine omega t, which can also be written as, this is my first result. This is my first result. Okay. Now I can also write this as E is equals to 2 pi f b magnitude a sine theta. So this is mainly used in calculation. Many of the times we have a question which is based on this format. So it is very important to read or to learn and solve questions based on this format. Now what will be the EMF equation? The answer is very simple. The EMF equation will be I is equals to Im sine omega t. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. So this is the equation for the current. Now from our previous examples of alternating quantities, we know what will be the graph of the AC equation. It will be again in a form of a sine graph. This we have our x-axis, here we have our y-axis. This is our topmost maxima at positive, this is our maxima at negative, this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and this is 2 pi. Okay, this value will be getting when we plot a graph for an alternating quantity. This is the standard graph. I hope you will enjoy this video and get to know the concept about alternating quantities. If you do so, then please like to the video, subscribe to my channel, and also comment down your thoughts below for further improvement of this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, that is ERIOPUST. Join our Telegram page, Areopust. Like to our Facebook page, Areopust. Links will be provided in the description box below. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.